Good evening everybody and welcome back to JWE Friday Night Eclipse. Tonight we're in London, England, where we have a special night in store for you all as we get ready for our next PLE this Sunday against the odds. Tonight Miu Iruma looks to make good on her self-imposed challenge from last week as she takes on Akane Owari. Meanwhile, our Women's Universal Champion Lucina is set to take on the Cyber Idols in a 1-on-2 handicap match. Majima and Kiryu once again find themselves sharing the ring, and the Dark Hour and Skelebros look to make their way to the tops of the standings to be the ones taking on the Big Bang Theory for the twin belts. So get ready for a night of excitement as we prepare for Against the Odds, because this is Eclipse. And starting off our nights with a tag team matchup. Introducing first. If my watch is to be believed, it is time for the Dark Hour.
Is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring at a combined weight of 274 pounds, Junior Ivy and Mac Antonio Yuri, the Steiner brothers. Do you know what cool is?
And their opponents, all the way from the underground, it is Sans and Papyrus, the Skelebros. Now apparently they have Undyne out at Gorilla to make sure that Kokichi and Rantaro don't try to interfere with this match. That's what I've heard, at least. Haven't been able to confirm or deny those rumors. And here we go, Makoto, Sans, the first in the ring. And here we go, ref rings the bell to meet in the middle with Makoto immediately beginning with a few kicks to the legs, snap mirror into a double leg drop kick to the side of the head. Rolling Sans onto his side, kick to the spine. And a knee to the trachea. Do skeletons even have tracheas? I'm not sure. Sling blade. Drop kick. Makoto with a huge clothesline, sending Sans down, now heading to the corner, tagging Junpei in. Catching a breath while letting Junpei get a little bit of action. Junpei elbow to the spine, sending Sans for an Irish whip. Rolling neck breaker into the cover. 2. Sans kicks out. Junpei into the corner, lining up the elbow and jumping back into the ring, but here comes Sans. Russian leg sweep. Skelebros finally getting a little bit of offense going. And now Sans, a sideways big boot, heading to the corner, taking in Papyrus. Fresh man in. And Papyrus with the uppercut. Sending Junpei for an Irish whip, just tossing him over the back. Junpei trying to get back up to his feet. Spinning elbow connects. And Junpei with the ground and pound. Trapping the arm, stomping the hand. Looking for the elbow drop, but Papyrus gets out of the way. Rolling heel kick. And a double tag out as Papyrus and Junpei both make their way to the corner. And now Makoto with a sling blade into the cover. One, and Sans kicks out. Makoto tossing Sans into the corner. Knife edge to the chest. And now top rope trying to get Sans back up to his feet. Top rope crossbody. Sans jumping to the corner, tagging in Papyrus. And Papyrus with the clothesline. Stomp to the wrist. Elbow to the spine. And Makoto with an uppercut right to the ribs. Sending Papyrus for an Irish whip. Single arm flapjack. I mean, it helps that Papyrus is like 100 pounds, but still. And now Makoto forcing Papyrus up over the shoulders. Small package side slam, and the cover stands in to break it up. And now Makoto rolling Papyrus up. Headlock, arm trap, and Papyrus fighting his way out. Makoto flying his way to the corner, taking in Junpei. But Papyrus, face buster nonetheless. I don't think he really cares who's in the ring. And Papyrus with a leg drop DDT into the cover. 1, 2. Makoto in the ring. And now Papyrus. Tilt-a-whirl armbar. Thought that was going to be a bone trustler. No, trying to make Junpei tap out. But Junpei with the strength to push him off. Rolling heel kick. Into the cover, there's 2, and Papyrus kicks out. And now Junpei looking for the suplex, but Papyrus are rolling through. 1, 2, and now Junpei rolling up. 1, 2, and Junpei turning that pin attempt around. Trapping Papyrus, I think catching him off guard. And stealing his team the victory. Honestly, Big Bang Theory, Dark Hour, that would be a good title match. That would absolutely be a killer title match. And here's the roll-up that stole the victory for the Dark Hour.
Here are your winners, Yuri and Junior Ivy, the Steiner Brothers.
Next up, introducing first, always a bridesmaid, never the bride. From the TV world, from Juness, representing the investigation squad, it is Teddie. And his opponent?
Representing the Union from overseas, weighing in at 134 pounds, Noah!
Representing Ouroboros, it is Noah. And here we go, both men ready. Referee rings the bell. Teddie immediately begins with an elbow to the spine, picking up Noah, and just twisting the arm. I don't really remember the last time Noah was in the ring. I don't really keep like a mental tally of like every single match. I just mostly focus on like the big ticket matches, but record book says that he's 2-2. I think he started off with a win. In fact, I'm pretty sure he did. And Noah fighting back. Snapmare into an elbow from Teddie. And now for the first time, both men locking up. Now Teddie with a headlock. Just really cranking the neck. And Noah fights back with a suplex. Teddie back up to his feet. Float over looking for the DDT, but Teddie fighting out. And now tossing in for an Irish whip. Teddie, middle rope. Falling fist. And Teddie again. Getting Noah back up to his feet. And a diving elbow. Teddie. Looking for the deadlift German suplex. Getting Noah back up to his feet. Irish whip. And a spear. Into the cover. 1, 2. Noah kicks out. Another cover from Teddie. There's two, and Noah. Surprised he didn't kick out of that. Feels really early on in the match. I look over, yeah, it's only been like 6 minutes.
Here is your winner, the Bear, Teddie.
And Teddie in and out of the ring before he can even break a sweat. You want short matches? Well, there's a short match for you. And next, introducing first, representing Ascension, it is Nia. And when I saw the card for tonight, this is one of the matches I was most excited for. Mostly because backstage these two are pretty close, but very competitive. And her opponent.
And her opponent from Babylon,
She is your former double champion, former Nexus champion, former, for almost a year. Well, for over a year, just, yeah. Former Nexus champion for a year. Former Cruiserweight champion for a couple months on top of that. Other than, you know, Money in the Bank, she's basically done it all. And now just here for the love of the game, it is Fiora. Here we go, Nia, Fiora, staring each other down, and they meet in the middle. Nia immediately locking up Fiora to avoid the kick, and Fiora pushing Nia down. Clothesline. Now look for the stomp, but Nia back up to her feet, and again, both women locking up. Fiora pushing Nia back into the corner. Referee having to break them up. Right hand into the corner. Fiora pushing Nia away. And now a head scissor takedown. Fiora to the outside. Trying to get Nia back up to her feet. And Fiora springboard double leg drop kick. Shot right to the spine. And now Fiora back into the corner, heading up top. And a flying crossbody splash into the cover. 1, 2, Nia kicks out. And now the Irish whip, look for the knee, but Nia just steps out of the way. Nia looking for her first bit of offense. Knee to the shoulder. And now a knee to the bridge of the nose. Stomp to the spine. And Nia, the double foot stomp kick, looking for the kick. think Fiora just kind of rolled out of the way and avoiding that. And Nia throwing Fiora down. And a knee to the forehead. Nia to the outside. Fiora the stomp to the hand after, and now going for the pin. Nia kicks out at one as I struggled to talk. Another senton from Fiora, but Nia rolling out of the way. Grabbing onto the wrist. Spinning arm breaker. And just tugging on the leg. Snapping it. And now Nia to the outside. Nia. Looking for the shotgun dropkick, but just barely knocking the distance. Fiora rolling Nia up. Schoolgirl, but Nia kicks out. Avoiding the enzigiri. And now Nia. Looking for the Gormani special. Get ready for the 6-1-9. And now Nia trying to get the audience on her side. Scrambling up top. Lining up. Double leg dropkick actually connects this time. And the cover. There's one. There's two, and Fiora kicks out. Nia knife edge chop, right hand, doubling drop kick. And Fiora on the back foot for what seems to be the first time in like 5 years, or not 5 years, but in a while. I don't know, just kind of use 5 years when it comes to like an arbitrarily long amount of time. Nia kick to the spine. Arm breaker along the outside, kick to the forehead. And remember the early part of this match when Fiora had Nia's number? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Nia tossing Fiora back into the ring. And now running up top. Lining herself up. Fiora in a whole titan of trouble right now. Double A dropkick right to the chest. And the cover. One. Still only a 1 count. Nia to the outside. The drop kick. And the cover. 1, 2, 3. Talk about a shift. In like 3 ways. Man. I don't know if Fiora got a little bit complacent or if Nia just locked in, but what the actual hell? And starting off our second half of matches with a 1-on-2 handicap match. Introducing first, she is your women's Universal Champion, the hero of Elise, Lucina.
The following contest is a handicap match. Introducing first, from Camelot, the Women's Hybrid Universal Champion, Lucina.
And she is absolutely going to have a uphill battle against her, but if anyone can do it, it's either Lucina or Maki. I feel like you can put either of these, either of those two into this type of match, and they have a decent shot. Of course, it depends on who they go up against as well. But honestly, I kind of trust Lucina to get this done. And making their way to the ring, it is Hatsune Miku and Ibuki Miyota, the Cybridals. And here we go, Lucina. Ibuki the first in the ring. That's a sentence. And ref rings the bell. Ibuki immediately with a right hand sending Lucina down. And the thing with a 1-on-2 handicap match is that not only do you have to worry about keeping your opponents inside the ring, as Ibuki goes for the pin and only one count, but you also have to make sure that you don't take, too much damage. This is essentially like a triple threat match, but, 1-on-1. Yeah. So basically take triple threat logic and, I don't want to insult all your intelligence, but Lucina really having to be cognizant about a lot more than she needs to in a 1-on-1 match. Kick right to the spine. Sliding leg drop. And looking for it again, but Ibuki gets out of the way. And personally, if I were in Lucina's situation, I would try to employ a more defensive kind of game plan. To try, to get my opponents to wear themselves down. But an offensive mindset like Lucina's employing here might not be a bad idea either. It's just a little bit more. There's a little bit more risk involved. Miku forcing Lucina back up to her feet, tossing her into the corner. Looking to tag in Ibuki, but Lucina fights out of the way. There's a Pele kick. And Miku to the outside. Trying to get Lucina back up to her feet, and does. Drop kick connects. Now we have seen in the past tag teams just not understanding that they need to get back onto the apron because this game is programmed by, horribly. But if that can happen, Lucina may have an advantage. A little bit of miscommunication between the side bridles. But Miku continuing to stomp down. And now middle of the rope. Diving axe handle drop. And this is also a little bit of a precursor, or a bit of a pre-show for our preview match. That's the word I was looking for. For Against the Odds, because these types of matches, get ready for them on Sunday because, yeah. Double knees to the spine. And now, Lucina just dropping the hammer on Ibuki. Hip attack, and Miku finally making her way to the corner. Bit of a cheap shot there, but Lucina recovering quickly. Connects with the double leg dropkick, but Ibuki doing the same. Taking Miku back in. There's two. Miku kicks out. And now Lucina. Satellite DDT from the middle rope. Going for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Hey, Lucina, don't tell me, don't let me tell you what to do, because clearly I don't know as much as you do. That was not perfect by any means, but honestly, any win in a handicap situation, any win is a, obviously you want to win, but any win is impressive. And is this the second handicap match that the Cyber Idols have lost? Because last year Against the Odds they lost a 3-on-2 against the Twin Dragons, and now they lost to Lucina, so I'm not sure if they're good when they have the numbers advantage. And Lucina, that's gotta be a huge confidence booster heading into a big PLE. I wonder what Maki's reaction to that was, because that's gotta be a blow to the gut. And now for a penultimate matchup of the evening. Introducing first, coming off of a not great match last week, and looking to redeem himself tonight, it is a mad dog of Shimano, Goro Majima. Your men's Universal Champion.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Osaka, Japan, weighing in at 178 pounds, the men's hybrid Universal Champion, Maria. And his opponent from Tokyo, Japan, weighing in at 194 pounds, the Dragon, Kiryu.
And his opponent, it is the Dragon of Dojima, the 4th chairman, Kazuma Kiryu. And now both men ready. Ref rings a bell and they quickly find themselves in the middle of the ring. Kiryu with an uppercut and now both men locking up. Kiryu pushing Majima into the corner. Majima desperately trying to avoid 2 losses in a row. Kiryu already busting Majima open with that right hand cheap shot. And again, lock him. Now it's a Majima pushing Kiryu into the corner. Referee having to break them up. Majima, I'm surprised not getting his revenge. And now tying up again in the collar and elbow. Majima with a wrist clutch. Arm drag. And now Majima tossing Kiryu for an Irish whip. Single leg drop kick. Cranking on the neck. Arm drag, a leg drop to the arm. And Majima, ever since being busted open, just on fire right now. Cloverleaf that Kiryu quickly gets out of. But now Majima forcing Kiryu up over the shoulders. Slam right in the middle of the ring, getting the crowd to their feet. Trying to walk, Majima trying to walk Kiryu, but Kiryu elbowing out. Irish whip. Big back body drop, kick to the shoulder. Kiryu trying to get Majima up to his feet. Now to the outside, Kiryu. Springboard clothesline connects. Stomp to the wrist, and now Kiryu locking in a submission attempt that Majima immediately escapes out of. Majima forcing Kiryu up to his feet. Choke slam into an arm triangle. And Majima just releasing the hold. Playing with Kiryu-chan a little bit. Middle rope. Staring down at the dragon. Diving axe handle drop. And now stomp to the wrist. Majima sending Kiryu for an Irish whip. Neck breaker, spine buster, cover. 1, 2, 3. And Majima making it look easy, avoiding 2 losses in a row. And I'm just going to chalk it up to last week being a bit of a fluke. Being a bit of an off week. And honestly, when it comes to stuff like that, it's not really, you know, the performance of that night, it's the performance of the next night. Because if you continue that downward trajectory, it's just going to get worse. But if you can quickly bounce back, one or two losses here and there, I mean, they don't really matter too much. And our main event of the evening. Introducing first, it is Akane Owari. And her opponent, giving herself a self-imposed challenge last week. She is your Miss Money in the Bank. Your two-time Miss Money in the Bank. It is Miu Iruma. And Miu having to win by submission tonight if she wants to be good on her promise, on her self-imposed challenge from last week. Personally, I don't see it happening, but weird things have happened. And here we go, both women ready. As we see on the pop-up, the self-imposed challenge, Miu Iruma must win by submission. Akane slipping out to the back. Turning Miu around, headlock. And now Miu turning that around with a leg triangle. And Akane trying to fight her way out, but Miu keeping her trapped. And a guillotine right to the throat. Shot to the spine. Akane back up to her feet, crossbody. And now bottom rope moonsault that Miu gets out of the way of. Drop kick to the spine connects. And sure, Akane, sure. Locking up again. Miu wrenching on the arm. And now just tossing Lucina into a bull rush. And now just shouting down at her opponent. Miu locking up again. And now getting Akane into a headlock. And again, like, it just feels like Miu is a completely different wrestler when she has the Money in the Bank. I don't know. Probably a confidence thing, but I don't know. And now Miu going for the pin, which is contrary to what, what she challenged herself. And now Miu with a suplex. And Miu with a reversal, tossing Akane out onto the apron. Akane fights back. And here go Irish Whip. Now Miu just shot to the back. Another pin attempt, and again, like, why is she going for these pins? She needs to go for submissions if she actually wants to, follow on her promise. Follow on her challenge, and now finally locking in. But Akane quickly escaping. And now Akane up top. Phoenix Splash into the cover. There's one, there's two, and Miu kicks out. Splash missed. And now both women slow to their feet. Akane, top rope moonsault to the spine. And the tides of battle shifting. But Miu escaping with the grapple with the elbows. Tossing Akane to the outside. No idea why I can't speak today. And now Miu up top. Diving crossbody. Miu tossing Akane back into the ring. There's one and only one as Akane kicks out. And again, why is she going for these covers? And now locking in a bout of fisticuffs. Miu with the right knife edge chops. Akane in stride. And now Akane completely whiffing on that. But now looking to come back with the clotheslines. Catching the kick. Tripping Miu. But Miu getting out of the way of that. Sending Akane for an Irish whip. Knee into the triple X-plex. And here's the cover. 1, 2. Akane kicks out. Miu tossing, or walking Akane to the corner, tossing her into the corner. And now middle rope. And the cover. 1, 2. And Miu, is she looking for another triple X-plex? No. Here's another cover. 1, 2, 3. And while it's not a win by submission like she promised, I think she forgot about that. Or the game isn't programmed to actually, pay attention to itself. It is still a win nonetheless. and a pretty good comeback. And as I watch the replays and Miu's celebration, I would like to thank you all for joining us here tonight, and hope to see you on Sunday, as it is time to go against the odds. And then after that, we're taking our spring break because, well, I need it. Our superstars are running a little bit low, or a little bit on empty. But until then, we are signing out from London, England. See ya, and hope to see you at Against the Odds.